Imagine getting a life sentence in prison for something you didn't even do. Now, imagine spending 40 years locked up with someone you never thought would become your best friend. This isn't just a story about prison. It's about friendship, hope, and survival. It's about how even in the darkest places, there's always some good. Stay tuned, because by the end of this story, you'll understand why life is more than just a movie title. It's a lesson in never giving up. And hey, if you like true stories told simply, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Let's get started. Meet Ray Gibson, a smooth-talking, clever con man who always had a plan. And then there's Claude Banks, a serious, honest bank teller who just wanted to do right. They were totally different, until one night changed everything. Ray talks Claude into going with him to Mississippi. A simple business deal, easy money. What could go wrong, right? Well, everything. They end up in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people. And just like that, they're both falsely accused of murder, sentenced to life imprisonment, together. What do you do when your whole life is taken away? If you're still watching, you like stories with heart. So subscribe, because this channel is all about meaningful stories told in a fun way. Prison in the 1930s wasn't just hard, it was awful. They were put on a chain gang, working in the hot sun, treated terribly. At first, Ray and Claude hated each other. They fought, argued, and blamed each other for their problems. But as the years went by, something changed. They started to understand each other, to laugh, to survive. They realized, if life's going to be tough, you might as well have someone to laugh with. Sometimes, all that kept them going was a piece of pie and a good joke. They made friends, they lost some, they dreamed of being free, but never stopped living. They found ways to make the best out of a bad situation. Ray had big dreams. Claude just wanted to dance with a woman again. They never gave up hope. And that's what this movie is all about. Even when the world says you're finished, you can still choose what you do. Still here? You're awesome. Hit that subscribe button if you believe hope is stronger than anything. 40 years, 4 whole decades went by. They watched friends die. They grew old together, still locked up. But then, a young guard finds out what really happened. The real killer had confessed years ago, but nobody cared. Ray and Claude had been innocent all along. Can you believe that? Waiting 40 years, and still believing that someday you'll be free. But here's the surprise, they weren't released. Instead, they broke out. Yup, these 2 old guys faked their deaths, tricked everyone, and ran away, finally free. They lived out the rest of their lives not as prisoners, but as men who overcame everything. Because in the end, life isn't about what happens to you, it's about how you react. Life is a movie about finding laughter in pain, love in hate, and hope when all seems lost. It reminds us that no matter how unfair things get, you can still choose to be happy, to choose friendship, to choose to live. Because even in prison, life is what you make it. If this story moved you, leave a comment below. What would you do if you were Ray or Claude? And subscribe for more stories like this. We've got more amazing stories coming every week. Until next time, keep living, keep laughing, and remember, your story isn't over yet.